Alrighty. Okay, so I got this tool set up. It's gonna take me a couple minutes, but I always get started right at 11 p.m. And because I'm doing the dual setup, it'll take me a couple minutes to share on this other site real quick on the phone, and then we'll get it going. You coming in while I'm sharing, I do appreciate it. Just gotta give me a couple seconds. We'll be getting started in less than 10 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna pause the music for a second because I want to see how stuff popped up to on Facebook to make sure that it did what it's supposed to do. So yeah, give me 1 second to share. Happy Friday. Friday night live. Let me see what's going on. Share. Okay, so I see it's on Facebook, no problem. Let me continue to share. Whew. And I'll see what's up. What's up? Let me turn the music back on. Sorry, y'all. 963 hertz frequency is going to be playing. Hopefully during the whole duration of the live. Please share the live. If you've never joined me before, I'm going to explain exactly what I'm doing and what this is as soon as I get done sharing it. If you have joined me before, welcome back. Appreciate you for stepping in to be able to exchange energy with me. Much appreciated. Apologize in advance. My children are in the other room, like right outside of my door. So if you cannot hear me over the music or just with the background noise, please let me know because I will shut all of that down. But it's the weekend, so the babies is, doing their thing. I tried to send this to as many people as I possibly could beforehand so that I wouldn't, because I'm not going to be able to share the link and do anything like that after the fact. So give me a second. I'm almost done sharing on the phone. Okay, y'all. Okay. me see if I can get this straight though. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Hey. So if you see me looking up sometimes, I have a dual setup. This is my first time trying to maximize the stream and trying to reach everybody that I know needs to be reached. So if I missed a comment or anything like that, let me know and we'll address it. So hey, down here, my Vigo people, I appreciate y'all. Y'all who I started with, y'all been rocking with me. It is a new moon, so y'all know y'all only see me about 2 times a month anyway. I didn't do makeup and music last week, so yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on here, but I appreciate y'all for coming back. Up here we got my other people, new people. Appreciate y'all. We about to get started. Please share the live. If y'all don't know, I'm Lola B. I'm your musical stoner spiritualist, and I am here today. It's Friday, April 1st, and it is the new moon. So with the Moon podcast, I do come on every new moon and every full moon to do energy healing sessions as well as readings. Y'all know what that means. These cards. Go get into it. So basically, with the intention setting, those have joined before. I'll be addressing a lot of people who have already been on this journey with me for the past couple months. But I always make sure to slow down the process and talk over every part of it. Hey, Denise. Thank you so much for being here, love. I slow down the process and I try my hardest to put this over so I can be able to see the comments. Okay. Try to slow the process down because this is a teaching thing. So if you hear me reiterating over and over, that's why, because repetition is good for memory, and just making sure that everybody who's new understands what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and can make that decision if they want to continue on. Just a couple more minutes and we're going to get started. I always start right at 11:11. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Yes, y'all, Happy New Year. See, I love when the fellow enlightened beings are coming to exchange energy. So you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to those who aren't familiar with what's going on. But when you do, it just makes it makes it so I don't have to translate everything. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please share the live. We're going to get started in a few. What I always start with is an overall energy read. Before we get into anything else, I always just like to see what Spirit might has to say for everybody, because I know everybody is not going to stay on until the bitter end. For those of you that do, y'all know y'all the real MVPs. However, I do the energy read first overall for the collective that I feel like is assigned to me. So if you are here, that'll be you. And try to see what spirit messages will come out first. Then we take a pause. We'll address some comments. We will talk more about the ritual, which is the intention setting. And then I do personals at the end, y'all. For what? Free 99. So always feel blessed to join me on the new moon and the full moon readings, because sessions, because if you stay to the end, I will do readings. Now, as it pertains to where we are here, normally I have the boxes open. I don't have panel open this time because it's been a lot going on for me today. So I'm going to allow people. Let me see if I remember the settings. Yeah. So I will turn on the quick join so that people can pop up when it's time for that. Otherwise, it's 11:11, so let's get it started. Again, I have 963 hertz frequency that's going to be playing for the duration of the live. It's the frequency of the gods. All right. I have throat chakra incense burning, and I decided to put some coconut oil in my infuser. So let's get going. So I start obviously with a prayer, inviting spirit in and making sure that we are all prepared and ready for what the messages that are to come. I call on all the spirits of the highest white light of benevolence that are here connected to me in this realm to protect me, to guide me, most importantly, to love me. I thank you that you are here and you meet me every time I meet you. We are gathered here tonight on the new moon energy in Aries, April 1st, 2022. We ask that the messages come clear and concise. No messages of no intent or ill intent to come through, but we will accept messages, spirit, of warning for us to heed. This is going to be a healing session, so we welcome in the angels for healing, for comfort, and the like, to assist for everybody's highest good. We thank you. We come with so much gratitude and so much love, and I hope that you will be granted nothing but during the duration of this broadcast. All right, y'all. Let's get it started. So I think what I wanted to do, what did I want to do? I think I wanted to do, I had did a spread the other day that I was like, this is so dope. I just have to remember which one it was. Or I could just do a simple 3 card to get us going. Let's do a simple 3 card to get it going. Usually the 3 card is just past, present, future. Depending on what deck I start with, it's going to be energy leaving, current energy, and the energy that is coming in. So let's do that. Let's do that because we're going to start with the prism work deck. We'll start with the prism work deck. Let's see what the energy is. If you haven't, please go to the Moon Mood on YouTube because I do already have a video posted detailing. Oh, that shuffle was trying to blow my candle out. Hold on, let me see if I can block it a little bit. I do have a video that is posted today of the new moon in Aries moon phase. I post videos about how to utilize the moon's energy. So please make sure you go check that out. It's a lot of information. If you're somebody like me that goes by energy all the time, I have to check in to know what is going on in the cosmos so that what I am doing here while I am in this realm is going to actually be supported. All right. So we're going to start with the Prism Oracle deck to do the energy that is leaving, the current energy, and the energy that is coming in. For the new moon, 4/1/22, Friday. What is the collective energy? It's 2 fell on my lap, so I'm gonna do it like this. Energy that is energy that's leaving is first. Energy that is coming in. Spirit told me that was the wrong way. So energy is leaving, energy coming in, and I need one more of the energy Energy that's leaving, current energy, and the energy that's coming in. Goodness gracious, I'm tongue twisted. Please share the live. We're just getting started. All right. Now, I think here you can see my table, but here I'm going to have to definitely make sure I show everything. So be patient with me, y'all, as I figure this thing on out. So right now, the energy that is leaving is disruption. We have disruption. Energy that is leaving is disruption. The current energy is illumination. And then the energy that's coming in is frustration. Now that doesn't surprise me because of what we got going on the next 2 days, at least the next day and a half. We're in Aries right now, and Mars is the ruling sign of Aries, and it's some intense stuff going on. Okay, it's a lot. I saw a lot of posts all over social media talking about like basically I said what I said energy. That's really Aries, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong, but I am all for balance. So what Spirit is saying right now? With that disruption is it definitely is a need for a pause. Something is going to definitely rock you in order for you to go ahead and take a pause. Let's go to the guidebook just so for those who are not familiar with how I do what I do can have the clarity that they need. So the disruption card talks about it's a catalyst for releasing fear in order to make a bold and courageous move. That's what I meant by you're gonna be stopped in your tracks. It's the energy that's leaving because we probably already have had this. Some of us have probably already had that moment where it was like, what the fuck? Just stop completely in my tracks and I need to focus on something completely different. Okay, hey girl. So we've already had that, but it's telling you that something needs to be shooken up. You know what I'm saying? You may need to change directions. You may need to change, you know what I'm saying, habits. When I think about disruption, it's like I'm doing something, but now something has completely cut it off. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what Spirit is saying. But we have illumination as the energy that is coming in. That disruption is turning you to be more connected to source because it is time, y'all. If y'all haven't woken up by now, this is the time. It's never too late, so don't take it the wrong way when I say that because I believe in divine timing. But this is the time. This is absolutely the time. Take a big pause and where you're at and understand that just like when it's in the dark and you turn on a light, you're going to be able to see everything. But this is if you go ahead and embrace the fact that Spirit of whatever the disruption was, if you embrace it, then that when that light switch comes on, you'll be able to see everything clear. You know what I'm saying? You see the truth, you feel the truth of the situation or whatever's approaching you, and you'll be able to be illuminated with that deeper sense of knowledge and ease to be able to go forward because it's that frustration is coming in, right? So with frustration coming in on the back end, you most definitely, I think that's an orange card. With frustration coming in, you're going to feel like something that you've been working toward, like did not, is not happening the way that you think. But with illumination being the energy, the current energy, before you even get to that, you should already be at a point of understanding divine timing. You should already be at a point to understand the reason. I've been talking a lot about rejection being people's protection. If something is not happening the way that you think, 9 times out of 10 is you viewing it from your natural mind, and you need to actually view it from the spirit mind. You need to actually pay attention because there's signs and symbolism everywhere. But don't assume that because if something didn't happen the way that you wanted it to, that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? What are some alternative approaches that you can take? Even if it's just changing your mindset, change your perspective. And then reshaping your whole view on the situation definitely will eliminate that frustration. But just like with anger and anything else, no, this is, hey Destiny, no, this is overall. This is overall. Right now, I always start with an overall reading for the energy for everybody. This is for the collective that is assigned to me. Hey, thanks for coming in. So disruption, basically, either if you have not already had a halt in your life circumstances, you're going to have one. Illumination being the energy currently. Wake up, because that light is coming on. Everything that's in the dark is about to be revealed. And then frustration. Go ahead and reshape how you're viewing the situation if you have any disappointment or anything, because illumination has told you that it's divine timing. We're going to go ahead and keep on going and clarify to keep up with the, thank you, love, to keep up with the current energy read. Why is this disruption card here, Spirit, for the energy that is leaving for the collective? Why is this disruption card here? Disruption card. Guidance. Because that's what's needed. I don't know. I get a little glare up here. Guidance. You are divinely guided. That is what's needed. So I said something, if your catalyst moment has not happened, is going to happen, and it is because you need to embrace divine guidance. You need to stop trying to figure out things on your own. You need to stop going in the direction you were going in. You need to completely, it's time to do something different. It's time to go to the light. Why is this illumination card here, Spirit? Why is this illumination card here for the current energy? The current energy. Hey, what's going on? Share the live, please. I know everybody might not stay to the end, but we are right now doing the current energy for the collective that is assigned to me for the new moon in Aries. Right now, we have disruption, illumination, and frustration. We're just getting the overall energy. Why is this illumination? All right, here. Illumination. Not to say Spirit couldn't give me all the cards, but I definitely asked for for concise and clear. Give me one card at a time. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Your girl got to put the puzzle pieces together for everybody that's here, so I don't want to be confused. Why is the illumination card here, Spirit? Illumination. Change, a new season of life, change. That is what we're going through right now. That's what's going on right now. It's spring. We're leaving winter, going into a new season. Like I said on my video earlier, nature is showing us. This is the picture of the tree. Look at the tree. I'm hoping y'all can see it up here because it's a little bit of a glare. I got a lot of lights, trying to get me together up here. But look at the tree. Look at the tree. We're here and we're going here. You understand what I'm saying? We're here, we're going here. That's the reason why illumination is here, Spirit says, is because it's a new season of life and we need to embrace it completely. Right now, nature itself is showing us the way that things go. If you ever have a question or a doubt about anything, look the fuck outside. Nature is showing you the divine order of things. So we are leaving one season into another. It's time to embrace the change of it all. Spring right now is bringing, what do we get with spring? Newness. The leaves are going to come back on the trees. The grass is going to restore back to green. You understand what I'm saying? The flowers are going to sprout up. Why wouldn't you want to embrace that type of change right now? frustration. Why is the frustration card here, Spirit? Why is the frustration card here? For the energy that's coming in, why is frustration here? Remember I said, you know, you might have to reshape the way that you think about the things that happen. Reevaluate, because you might need to do something different if you're going to feel, you know, frustrated with the outcome. Surrender to the unknown is what Spirit keeps saying. Two cards came out on the float. Oh, and of course, gratitude. Gratitude came out. Gratitude. And then set intentions. If I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Gratitude and set intentions is what came out for the energy that's coming in on top of frustration. This is exactly what this is about, because you can't even be in a mindset to set new intentions for the new moon unless you are thankful with what you already have. What do we look like offending Spirit by coming with the gimme, 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 but we haven't even offered up thanks for what's already present in our life, people, places, and things. So gratitude, appreciate the present blessings, and then set intentions, plant the seeds and watch them grow. Right now with the new moon, it is the darkest time of the lunar cycle, because it is where we're in a position in the cosmos where the moon is not, we're not able to see the light that is being shine from the sun on the moon. So the sky is dark, looks like the moon is not even out there. But guess what? Same way we take a seed and we bury it into the darkness of the earth, and we already know that within the right conditions with some water, maybe some fertilizer, but definitely with the sun, that it's going to sprout. That is exactly what needs to happen. That is exactly what needs to happen right now with the new intentions. We need to trust that we're going to plant that seed in the darkness right now in the new moon phase, and that we're going to get what we, you know what I'm saying, put into it. So going with that illustration again, Spirit is saying, don't expect. Now, what difference of a sprout would you have something that you're giving love to? Because you have to do everything with out of love and with gratitude, versus something that, you know, is plants and weeds and herbs and all type of stuff that grows out naturally. But when something is getting nurtured, what is the quality of that thing? It's better. I'm gonna take a pause before I pull some spirit messages and go with the affirmations. If you join me every new moon, we always give you a new affirmation, because the new moon is always at the beginning of the month when I do the streams. And last affirmation for last month, everybody's the affirmation was, if I truly believe it, I can create it. So please, if you do not already have a paper, pencil, or something to write it down, now's the time to go grab one, because like I said, this is learning. This is not just me sitting here running my mouth, pulling these cards, trying to so y'all can get some type of insight in the future. That's not the type of psychic intuitive that I am. I am here for us to learn and to grow together. So I'm going to actually pull a new affirmation from the cards, something that I encourage you to add to whatever your daily routine is, and to make sure that you meditate on it every day. I have 3 affirmations. I use the 3-6-9 method, and I have 3 affirmations that I say every single morning during my prayers and meditations. And when I say, that has been a huge difference in my thought process, because thoughts are energy. They have their own energy field. They are energy themselves. And in order for me to stay in a positive mindset, I definitely do this. Like I don't bullshit with it. I don't bullshit with it, because if I'm saying this, I'm saying these affirmations 9 times every single day. There's no room for negative thoughts. Trust and believe. So last month was, if I truly believe it, I can create it. And that was going along with that energy. So I'm gonna ask Spirit for a new affirmation that we can propel into this new month it up a little bit. It's just a few little cards I got out of a deck that has like quotes and affirmations. So it's not a whole bunch, but I still like to get a good mix so I can make sure that I'm not picking the same thing. If I truly believe it, I Can Create It was last month. If you would like to, you can keep that one. But go ahead and add Sun, Moon, Earth, Infinity, all that is in infinity. I am thee. That's a powerful one. I'm going to say it again. Sun, Moon, Earth, Infinity, all that is in infinity. I am thee. Don't worry about it. I'll repeat it a couple times during the live so that you can see it. Sun, Moon, Earth, Infinity, all that is infinity. I am thee. I know y'all not gonna be able to see it up here because it's a lot of glare. But Sun, Moon, Earth, Infinity, all that is in infinity, I am thee. I literally just said earlier too when I was having a conversation with my beloved that we cannot. It's a lot that we can't accomplish if we don't know who we are. So if you don't take the time to embrace who you are within solitude and the shadow work, all it is for nothing. Sitting and listening to me talk about what these cards are saying, you know what I'm saying, going through this process, like you need to have a sense of self. Sun, Moon, Earth, Infinity. We talk about the cosmos. We talk about beyond what we can conceive and conceptualize right here on this planet. Infinity, all that is in infinity. I am thee. You are, what I tell y'all all the time, you are some magical beings on a magical fucking planet. And we doing some magical fucking things. You understand me? Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. So I'll make sure that y'all be able to notate that affirmation. Thank you. And what, however you want to, if you do them in the mirror, if you know what I'm saying, whatever, add it to your daily routine. At least join me at least for the next 29 days of saying that to yourself and tell me. Please come back and tell me how much of a difference that made. All right, let's get back to the reading. I'll go ahead and add some spirit messages in there, and then we'll do some monology after that, just to keep clarifying. We have the energy. Spirit said, if you have not already came to your catalyst moment, it's coming. There's going to be a disruption because you need to literally be stopped in your tracks to embrace divine guidance. Illumination is on its way because you are being ushered into a time of change. The earth right now supports that change. Something special about this new moon in Aries actually is the fact that because this is spring, yes, you see what I'm saying? So didn't I say that your rejection is your protection? So of course I'm not saying I have a friend, a dear friend of mine who is going through something right now, and I'm not saying at all that the intensity of what you feel from what you're going through doesn't matter. But emotions, energy in motion, feel it, acknowledge it, keep it flowing, do something with that, hon. Because let me tell you, if that was your catalyst moment, it's time to move on to the illumination. It's time to embrace the change, the new season of your life. Like I said, the new moon in Aries right now, with it being the first new moon after spring equinox, what does that mean? That means this is really the new year. And that time when we was doing the resolutions and stuff in January, we, let's do it now, because what we do now is literally going to set the pace for for the whole rest of the actual year. Okay. Like I said, the reason being is because the calendar was changed in late 1500s, and it had most to do with religion. So understand that you want to go with nature. You want to go with how everything is aligned, and even in the cosmos. January is not the real new year. It's even a little funny story about April Fools and why it was named that. They considered everybody fools who continued to celebrate the new year in April because they changed the calendar for political and religious reasons. Y'all got to do that research and understand. I am a stickler for the origins of things, because before I choose to practice anything, involve myself and stuff, I gotta know. So that was some good information. All right, let's get some spirit messages to go along with. Let's not do it that way. Let's get some spirit messages to go along with this energy, and we'll be able to move on to the intention setting right at 12 o'clock. We're making some good time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My name is Lola B. I'm your Musical Stoner Spiritualist, and I am right now giving the energy read. I am right now giving the energy read for the overall collective energy for those who are assigned to me. I am doing a dual, maybe triple broadcast. So if you see me looking in different directions, that is why. We're going to be doing the intention setting ritual right after we get done with the collective read. I got some good angel messages coming out. Got some good ones coming out. Hold on. Let's do that again, Spirit. I like that one. Give me something else. So far, with disruption and guidance, let go. Let go. And then with illumination and change, numerology 3, growth, expansion, growth. Continue to clarify, Spirit. Now I have a few of them. Okay, let every moment be, another will come. Remember that frustration that I said to reshape? And then it said gratitude and set intentions on top of that. Spirit said, let every moment be, another will come. Death. Okay. All right. Hold on now. All right. Your power is in your innate ability to connect to source. Death card came out. Transmute came out in the upright. Energy, transmute energy that no longer serves you. Then we have the heart chakra. Love. I love the heart chakra. Please, if you feel like you need to, write down 341.3 hertz frequency. That is the frequency when you need to do heart chakra work. And then last but not least, what came out for this last one was solutions 6. Numerology 6. Solutions, fairness, values. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards fly out for the energy that's coming in. Reason being is because once you go ahead and let go and embrace the change that's coming, when that light bulb comes to fuck on in whatever darkness that you've been in, once we transition out of this darkness of the new moon, don't get so caught up, like I said, on what is not happening according to your plan. You're being divinely guided, and you need to tap into what spirit is. You need to tap in. Your power is in your innate ability to connect to source. Being connected to source, there's nothing that you need to worry about. You 100% surrender to the unknown. We do not need to worry about the past. We do not need to fixate on the future. We need to be in the present moment. Okay? Let every moment be, another will come, is what Spirit said. Gratitude enables you to do that, because we're manifesting. I'm all about teaching about manifesting power. We got to write some intentions down, the whole 9 yards. But again, saying thank you for what I have grounds me, and brings me back to reality right here. You understand what I'm saying? Then we have death. Obviously, there's always something that needs to die, and that's what we're coming out of with that dormant season. Everything in nature died. The leaves fell off the trees. The grass turned brown. Certain animals left the whole region for the season. It needs to die so that we can move into something new. Transmuting energy that does not serve you. The reason why it says transmute, because the other side of that card is block. It didn't say block. It said transmute, because guess what? When you know yourself, like how this affirmation says, I am thee, when you're tapping into knowing you, and you really start being divinely guided, and you really got everything all on lock, guess what's going to happen? Everything. Energy from all corners of the freaking dimension, the planet, everything is going to come your way. So just in case you're not able or haven't mastered the ability to block, because it's not always possible. I'm absorbing energy all the time. That means I have to also master and make sure that transmuting, meaning changing the energy. I can soak it in, change it, and push it back out, because energy is always flowing. Nothing is linear, it's always a circular motion. But being an empath myself, there are times when I have to absorb pain, I have to absorb negativity, things of a lower vibration, but I'm not going to push that back out. I'm trying to do things for the highest good of everybody. So when I'm going to transmute that energy and push it out at a higher vibration. We have the ability to do that. We have the ability to change the energy, even just walking into a room. So if the energy is not serving you on the level that you are vibrating on, but you happen to absorb it, tap into that power to transmute, because being the magical beings that we are, it's going to happen. Okay? But her chakra came out with love. Love and gratitude go hand in hand with manifestation. And then we had solutions, fairness. I was looking for my numbers. I got 3 and 6 on here. Always waiting for 9 to come out. Always waiting for 9 to come out. 3, 6, 9 is the number that gravitate around me. So we're making good time. We got a couple more minutes before we clear the board to be able to go into the intentions. I'm going to go ahead and pull some moonology. I will pull maybe 2 of the moonology and then 2 of the sacred geometry. Now, the moonology is going to give us a directive on what to do with all of this. And then the sacred geometry will go more into the healing side. What's, if it's any frequencies or anything that we may need to do specifically with what Spirit has already said. What directive or point of action or anything can you give us, Spirit, with I'm hot. Who then came up in here? I just got really flushed. Who is in here? Lord have mercy. My temperature just got raised, y'all. I felt somebody come in here. Like, I see people joining, but I actually felt it. That's crazy. Good evening to you too. Yeah, maybe I'm feeling somebody who, like, please be open. Please be open. I am not like I said, I pray for energy of messages of no messages of no intent or ill intent. If it's not gonna do us any good or it's gonna only do us harm, I don't want that. And my spirit guides, we have a good relationship. So something fell on the floor and I'm gonna take it. Because I think it's something else that needs to happen with a few people that are here. Forgive. The full moon in Pisces card came out, and it's to forgive. Somebody needs to forgive. Something has happened. You feel like something was done to you. Somebody hurt you. You're thinking that some shit ain't fair. You don't like where life is going. You need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive whoever may hurt you. Come on now, Spirit God. You gonna have me you wanna work out all night long. Shine. Forgive and then shine. That definitely goes according with the illumination. New moon and Leo. Leos, they gonna be the center of attention. I got people, struggling with that forgive. Was it the forgive card is what's having everybody, kind of stuck? I'm getting some reactions all over about that forgive card. But let me tell you, I know that y'all heard it. This ain't nothing new, because the forgiveness is not necessarily for them. It is for you. That's why you have to, it always starts with self. I
I say forgive yourself first, because first what you need to do is forgive yourself for feeling like allowing it to happen, or for, you know, whatever the case may be. Forgive yourself first. Then go ahead and offer it to them, because that's going to do you a little bit extra good. You know what I'm saying? It's not for them, it is for you. So don't try, do. It's not a hard concept. Go within and figure out what is it that's making you want to hold on to the hurt. If it hurts, let it go. That's like having a splinter and looking at it and knowing that what you can do to get it out, but you refuse to. You just want it to just stay in. You know what I'm saying? Let's not put band-aids on bullet holes. Let's actually get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's actually heal. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be resistant to a vital ingredient in it just because it may feel uncomfortable. But see, something about change that I really feel like we have something about change that I feel like it's been a misconception is that it's uncomfortable. Why does it have to be uncomfortable? I talk a lot about the cocoon. Spirit always gives me that illustration with the butterfly, because first off, don't nobody else come and wrap the butterfly in a cocoon. It does it. The worm spins it and it does it itself. The caterpillar, I mean, it spins the substance to put itself in this protective shield of some sort. You think it's uncomfortable in there? It's an innate thing for it to go within. Come on now, go within, protect itself, go through that transformation in the dark, and then emerge. So are you going to have enough patience to be able to see the changes come out? It's not uncomfortable. It would be uncomfortable if it was unprotected. You know how many other species want to eat the caterpillar? The change is not uncomfortable. The idea to embrace the change, maybe the catalyst moment, the disruption, that's uncomfortable. I know that for sure. When spirit literally has to sit your ass down, that part can be uncomfortable. Change itself is beautiful. Change itself is gracious. Change itself is merciful. Change itself is transformation. It's not uncomfortable. It's you already went through the hard part. You see what I'm saying? Once the actual change falls into play, that uncomfortableness, that's why you went from disruption to illumination, because the change is great. When you're in a moment of change, like when the leaves come back on the tree, it's like you it's time to shine. You boasting now at that point. You're able to really emerge and really show the world, yourself, whoever needs to see it, what you really made of. So stop. Don't reject that part of it. Let's get out of that disruption energy. Understand that it needed to happen. And let go. Let go. Let go. Let go of perceived outcomes. Let go of the hurt. Let go of the pain. Let go of some people. Let go of some habits. If you really want to go into this next phase, it's some letting go. It's some death that needs to occur. Let's get 2 sacred geometry cards for any and the last clarification on this energy. I feel like it feels good because even though it's a little bit of a reprimand, I think Spirit is basically saying that we're headed in the right direction. This was it's a lot of movement on this board. Disruption, illumination, frustration. It's a lot of movement. This is all telling you there's no stagnation here. But it's reminding you not to try to be so in control and let every moment happen. It's reminding you to go ahead and be gracious and do everything out of love. It's reminding you that we have the power to transmute energy. We don't have to just accept things as they are. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Your power is in your ability to connect the source. I really feel like what I'm seeing is absolutely wonderful. And we had On the spirit messages, we had one, death came out, and then we had new beginnings, raw energy, new ideas. Right when I set that down, I didn't even see that, but that's what's going on right now. All right, two spirit. I just need two sacred geometry cards. This is a healing oracle deck. This should give us a little more insight of how to do all of this. We need to forgive. We need to let go. We need to. So how, right? How? Spirit ain't gonna never tell us to do something and don't give us the instructions to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's take that one. Because it was trying to turn over. Hey, I see what happens. I asked for two, and Spirit says, "No, I'm gonna give you a little bit more than that." All right. So the first one was take action. Take action. The second one, well, I don't know what order they came out together. I think it was just like this. Create joy and happiness. Create joy and happiness. I almost forgot up here. I gotta show the cards too because I want y'all to know they came out organically. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Take action, create joy and happiness, and speak your truth. And then these are all the shapes came out. The sacred geometry shapes came out. You can take a look at that if you would like. I'm trying to make sure it's not a glare up here, y'all. I don't know. Take action, create joy and happiness. The joy card came out. And then speak your truth. I got the throat chakra. I got this throat. Where's the camera? I got this throat chakra incense burning. Take action. So that's it's movement. It's movement on this table. Take action. Do it. let's do it. Create joy and happiness and speak your truth. I'm going to go ahead and no, I don't have it, so that's okay. My other book, my other guidebook for the sacred geometry, it's not over here. I think it's over there by my altar. So that's too much of this whole setup, honey. Is hurdles to climb to get over there. But basically, you being divinely guided is saying take action. You are supported in with the actions that you need to take with this. Meaning that if the spirit didn't really give anything specific with that besides these two. So take action came out first. Take action on all those things. So you're saying how? How do I let go? How do I forgive? How do I let every moment be? How do I transmute energy? If the question is how, with all these directives that are put out on what needs to happen, this is how. By speaking your truth and creating joy and happiness, you have the power to create your atmosphere. Stop accepting it for just what it is. Stop laying down and letting it just be. You see what I'm saying? It's a duality in all. So the balance of it is you need to surrender to divine, spirit, source, gods, goddesses, whoever. It doesn't matter what spiritual path that you take, as long as you are connected to source. Everybody may not believe in the same thing. Everybody may not worship and serve the same gods. Everybody may not practice the same doctrines and spirit and have the same spiritual truth. But there are some universal concepts that are across the board that nobody can deny. You understand what I'm saying? So create the joy and happiness in your own environment. That's what it means by transmuting that energy. I used to work in hospitality. You know what I'm saying? I used to work in food service, a lot of industries where it was an influx of people. I would work in hotels and restaurants with people coming in all the time, coming in and out, coming in and out. I had to be able to set the pace. I had to be able to make sure that I could survive in those environments and not let all that influx of energy overtake me. I had to be in control. Create joy and happiness. Be able to tap into, because again, it comes from within. Another person, I don't know who, I'm here, spirit, another person is not supposed to make you happy. That's giving power over to somebody else. Another person is not supposed to make you mad. Make you made me. We need to even, okay, I hear spirit. We need to change our language. Everything we do is a ritual. Everything we speak is a spell. Everything we do is a ritual. Everything we speak is a spell. We need to change our language. Stop saying you made me. Somebody I can influence because it's energy. And when the energy fields collide, a chemical reaction happens. I can influence you to feel a certain way, but I can't make you do anything. You should be able to have enough power to either block it or transmute it. I can't make you do anything. Don't give away your power. Create the joy and you have happiness within. You have love within. Go on and dig down in there and pull it out. But don't give away your power by saying somebody made me do this, somebody made me do that. Let go of embrace duality and let go of the outdated concepts of right and wrong and good and bad and holy and evil. No, we're talking about high and low and positive and negative. That's what we're talking about. Okay, something that the very depths of our spirits understand, because that's how it works in other realms. Speak your truth. Now that don't mean because I got a potty mouth, but that don't mean just unleash it all and just have no, because we had love here now, we had gratitude here now. Okay, so don't just be saying any and every old thing, but you do need to understand the importance of not withholding what needs to be said. If it's true, it's true. If it's your truth, it's your truth. Own it. Have enough confidence to be able to speak your mind. Have enough confidence to be able to say what needs to be said so that it can have an effect on the situation instead of withholding. Speak it with love, like I said, but speak it nonetheless. I'm just listening. Thank you for everybody that has joined. Thank you to everybody that's joined. We just are wrapping up the overall energy read for this new moon in Aries for the collective that is assigned to me. Again, my name is Lola B, and I am your Musical Stoner Spiritualist. I come on for live streams twice a month, every new moon and every full moon, to tap into manifestation energy and power, and to teach in case someone is not familiar with these concepts. A lot of what Spirit has said so far is going along with the overall energy of today, of letting something die out in the old season and ushering into a new season, being able to embrace being divinely guided, going into a place of illumination, knowing who you are, surrendering to the unknown enough to let things happen, let every moment be, but understand that you are powerful because you are connected to source and you have the ability to transmute and change any part of your environment. You set the tone and pace, and if anything isn't the way that you want it to be, go ahead and change that thing on up. Okay. How y'all feel about that? You will be happy soon. Yes. And actually, what you need to do as we're transitioning into the intention setting portion right at 12 o'clock, don't say I will be happy soon. Say I am happy. That's the difference between your goals and your intentions. Your intentions are worded the same way affirmations are, as if it has already taken place. That's the reason why they have power, because you're speaking those things that are not as though they were. I don't know where that is in the Bible, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Speak, and say it as if it has already happened. Don't say it, because you can't be a punk about it. Oh, I'm using you as an example, E. Like, oh no, okay, I'll be happy eventually. No, say I am happy. I am abundant right now. You know what I'm saying? Say that thing until you believe it, until you see it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Say, I am happy. Say you are happy right now, because like a lot of things is in here. You searching for happiness outside of yourself, and the happiness is inside. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't, if you say I will be happy, you are going against the grain of your natural self. You are saying, you are basically embracing the lack thereof. But it's nothing wrong with understanding where you are to know where you're going. But once you acknowledge it, let's go ahead and transmute that energy and get into a better space. You understand what I'm saying? So this would be a good time to share the live to anybody that you know may need it. Because now we're about to go into intention setting. Anybody familiar with that? Has anybody practiced setting intentions with these specific steps before? I'm going to introduce the way that I do it. I know there's people here on Bigo that have joined me several times before, so they already are familiar with this my way of doing it. And I also don't have my meditation journals over by the altar either. However, I am somebody who keeps several journals because I had to make sure I separate them so they don't all become the journal junk drawer, and I just end up using every page for something different. But I use a 3-6-9 method with things, and I believe the power in writing things down is very, very important. So right here at the new moon is the time first to stop and reflect. There's probably some goals and things you probably set previously that you need to reevaluate, or some things that you've been thinking about, but you didn't really take the time to actually write them down. I believe it's very powerful. It helps to clear the mind as well. If you go ahead and write what you got down here, then you can free your mind to go ahead and worry about other things. So as it pertains to it being the first of the month, we're now going to reevaluate where we've come from and where we're headed, and think about what it is we need to do. We're all familiar with the way that goals work. Okay, you can have a long-term goal, a short-term goal, however, with the timeline that you want it to happen in. But you need to actually break it down, and you actually need to be specific, because when it comes to the universe does not deal with the universe, the higher self, all of that does not deal with ego or emotion. It's just going to give it to you straight. Your subconscious is the same way. Subconscious does not recognize the word not. So the can'ts and the don'ts and all that type of stuff. That's why it's important to speak positive things, because everything you say, your subconscious mind thinks you're talking to yourself. That's where these affirmations and things like this come into play to help you be able to be in charge and control of your thought, your energy field inside of your mental space. So we need to take the goals. You said you write on giant sticky notes. Yes, write that mug down. Over here, I got poster boards that I wrote down on. You know what I'm saying? I have my meditation journal that I do my intentions every single month. And a lot of times I'm carrying over about 3 or 4 intentions from the last month, because I haven't manifested them yet. They're in the process, but they have not materialized. And so I take some over and use the same wording, and then I'm going to grab it, because for those who don't understand how to take it from goal to intention, as far as the wording of it, because to me, I feel like that's the most powerful part. In addition to writing it down, I do want to give an example. Give me 1 second. Because what I tell people all the time, when people know that when I tell people I don't have a phone, people say, "Hey, Ro," and people and I tell them I don't have a car, they be wondering like, what the hell? But trust and believe. That's me surrendering to the unknown, because I've had to embrace things that I lost and understand that it was a reason why it happened. But when I tell you, for the past 5 years, I have been manifesting my life. The life that I'm living at this very moment is exactly the life that I want to live, because I speak my shit. I speak my shit. All right, so let me give an example. Now, mind you, I'm really big on making sure people understand. This could be fluff and circumstance to some. The candles, the incense, all this other stuff. You don't need all of this. All of these are enhancements. They're tools. When it comes to spell work, You know what I'm saying? They may give you step by step, grab this oil, grab this herb, light this fire, do this. We're powerful enough to do it without all of that. But it is a difference in okay, let me come on, Spirit, give me the example. It's like you can use what you have in your environment. Like, you know how in the hood, you know what I'm saying, if we didn't have a basketball rim, you know what I'm saying, we was taping up anything up to the, you know what I'm saying, to make it. It's like you can use whatever, or you can use nothing at all. You can literally just use your thoughts, your words, you know what I'm saying, the power of your prayers. It can be as simple as that. But the reason why I feel like it's important to tap into being able to use the tool, because it is, for us in the material realm, it is visual. It is tangible to really see these things come into action. And we're dealing with elemental things. We're dealing with fire. We're dealing with smoke. Elements of water, fire, air, and earth. Using that is doing the same thing that I do when I teach about using the moon's energy. Is using what spirit gave us in this environment. We're incarnate right now on this planet, so why not use what we have around us to actually enhance the spell work, or actually enhance whatever it is that we're trying to do. So don't get it twisted, because on my journey, I was always led to, you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Use what you have. But if you feel like you got a few dollars to, you know what I'm saying, to spare or whatever, or if you're like me, I love candles, I love incense, so I buy them all the time. I have to, because I burn them so much. I have to buy a whole bunch of them. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But I just wanted to say that, because I didn't want people to think that they couldn't use what they already had. Like I have Denise over here said, she writes with the sticky notes on the walls. Like, if that's a method that's working for you, more power to you. I had to get books. I got a whole bunch of them. I got all type of notebooks or whatever, journals and stuff I write in. I always try to get like the hardcover or leather bound stuff that got the little divider and the little thing on it. You know, like I do spend money on certain things when I feel like it's necessary. So back to the intentions. So this is how I do the intentions, okay? And the reason why I say you don't need all this stuff is because it is a process. I do like to get into a meditative state. Thank you, love. I do like to get into a meditative state. I do like to go ahead and light my candles, my incense. I have my oil burner, so I put my oils at the top of the tea light candle. If I need to get some water, if I need to put some meditation music on to kind of, you know what I'm saying, take a couple deep breaths, I do that because I want to be at a very calm, relaxed, clear, focused mindset to be able to do this, because this is my life. I don't need no distractions. I don't need no noise. I don't need no mess. You know what I'm saying? I need to be centered to do this. So I do take all that into consideration. And then let me give you an example. Take it from goal to intention. So I'm gonna have to go back because some of them were written a little while ago. Wait, let me see. I told myself, okay, the second. It's a month ago. So hold on, y'all. This is my prayer journal. It'll take me a minute to get to the right page. Okay, so last month, I carried over. However, it was like I made just a list. But like I said, this is where it starts. Okay, so I always talk about my car. Forget the fact that it's sitting in the driveway and it ain't going nowhere. I still have a car note. I have to pay it off, right? So paying off my car is one of my goals. First time I ever had a car note. Blessed to be able to afford it, but nonetheless. So, and then I had like beginner clothing line with my son, something that he wants to do, on here. So let's take those two as an example. So, I would go very in detail at that point. Now, I heard some say that during Aries, they because Aries is impatient, they just want to get straight to the point. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why it's good to consider all the other factors, because you don't want to skimp out on this part. You don't want to be skimpy. You don't want to just write one little sentence. You want to be as detailed, because I tell people all the time, you want to tell universe, I need a job. You just gonna get any old job. Or do you want to say, I want a job paying this much with this position located in this area, da 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 da. Because if you're gonna get what you speak, why not go ahead and be as specific as you possibly can? You know what I'm saying? Make it worth everybody's while at this point. Okay. So paying off my flex. I basically sat down and at a certain point calculated how much I had left. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, my monthly pay, just everything. I put it all into detail. But in order to be able to put that, change it from a goal to an intention, all I ended up having to do was something very short, concise, and sweet. Because now this is something that, yeah. What exactly? Tell me, niece. What exactly do y'all do? I said I am. So with the paying off the card, the goal was all detailed, everything that I needed to do, how much I had left, how much I pay monthly. You know what I'm saying? Just in case Spirit didn't know. And then, but the intention is worded as if, just like I was saying about, don't say I'm going to be happy, say I am happy already. You're going to word it in the past tense, or I'm sorry, present tense. You're going to word it as if it's the current state of being right now. So I say I am free of debt and own my transportation. That is the intention. The goal is to pay it off. I know that it ain't paid off yet, but the intention is I am free of debt and I own my transportation. I am going to speak and align myself with, you know what I'm saying, what I want to come. That's basically what it is. Okay. So, and then the other example, begin the clothing line with my son, same thing. We had to break that mug all the way down about the name and you know what I'm saying, just everything that we wanted to see from it. But the power in it is when I then take the specific language and turn it into the intention, it's infused with all the details. So now when I speak that out, Spirit knows exactly what I'm talking about. So the clothing line was, that one was, I am operating in a successful business capacity with my son. So it goes from very detailed to very simplistic, one little phrase, one sentence, and it needs to be in the present form as if that's what you are doing right now, because we're trying to take ourselves, like Spirit said, from one energy ushered into another, from one season ushered into another. And the way to do that is to align our thoughts, align our words, align our actions. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions? There's no specific number of what you have to do. You can do as many, whatever. A lot of times when I'm done with the ritual, I'll be like, dang, I should have added this, should have added that. But I really do, trust your gut, trust your intuition, and just go, what I'm saying? If it didn't come out then, maybe it will come out at another time. So if there's no questions, take those goals, change them into that intention language, write it down. I have a journal, so I can go back and I can go back and read anything I write in here. If you want to write them up on a wall where you can actually see it and it's big and it's bold, you can see it every day to remind yourself of what the focus is, then that. Okay, she said that we're going to live in Tampa, so we say things like, in August of 2023, we will have a beautiful home with nice grass, trees. Yes. So that's the goal. That's the goal, right? But what's the intention? How can narrow that down and then say, yeah, it goes on and on. Go deep. Why not? It's your life, right? Go deep. Go detail. Just add it. Just keep adding shit. Talk about what you want your closet, the inside of your closet to look like. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because it is yours to have. Abundance is yours for the taking. So go there. It sounds like a smoke alarm is going off in my house. I'm gonna check on them children in a second because I don't know what's going on. But yes, Denise, now narrow it down. Say something like, we live in an environment suited to our needs, or something like that. Like, make it general, because you already did infused it with all those details, but now it needs to be narrowed down to that intention, so that's something that you can focus on. Because the next step in manifestation, after we do the goals and intentions, the part that we cannot abandon, because even though we're magical, what did I say? We magical ass beings on a magical ass planet doing magical ass things, right? So, but don't get it twisted. Just because it is magic involved does not mean we can sit here and do nothing for it to happen. Spirit already said take action. So this is part of it, writing it down. Now it is time to actually be able to go back to those goals and those intentions, and after you have sent them out into the universe, now you can go further. I just like to write mine down so that I can have something to go back and reference, track my progress. And like I said, writing it down is a memory exercise. It makes it so that it's burned into my brain. I don't know if the word's coming out right. And then it lets me know where I'm at and where I'm going. However, then more needs to be done. Thank you, love. More needs to be done at that point. Because now, if I'm like going back to the job example, I could put all that out about the job, but guess what? I ain't gonna get one unless I put some resumes in. You know what I'm saying? So it's still something I have to do. Now I have to go back to them goals and then break down, put a to-do list together about what I need to do to work toward that. Because energy has to be in motion. The universe and spirit source can grant you what it is that you want and that are aligning yourself with if you're in motion. Same way. Why do you think we shuffle cards? Why do you think the pendulum moves back and forth? It's motion. That's how spirit moves. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to get up and be ready to do something. Get in motion to make these things, you know what I'm saying, come. It's time out for just sitting and taking life, you know what I'm saying, for what it is. It's beyond time to get up and build the life that you want, because you are the architect. Okay? So don't get it twisted and think that everything is gonna fall on your lap. But that don't mean you can't literally reach into the cosmos and grab it out. You understand what I'm saying? For those that weren't here, the affirmation for this month, the next at least 29 days, I want y'all to join me in saying sun, moon, earth, infinity. All that is infinity, I am thee. Sun, moon, earth, infinity. All that is in infinity, I am thee. Because what? We are magical beings on this magical ass planet doing magical things. Tap into the power of who you are, because that is what's going to make the difference. You understand what I'm saying? We're not, I have people that are on here that I know, and there's a lot of people that I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now that pitiful victim mentality, that low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, staying in a position of lack, second guessing and doubting. It's time out for all of that, because I am thee. Talk about it. Sun, moon, earth, infinity. Tap into who you truly are. All of that other energy is not going. You can't manifest. You can't manifest nothing with that type of mentality. it doesn't match. It's not going to happen. It's not supported. It's just not going to happen. So definitely tap into that. Has anybody ever used this method before? I was talking to Denise over here, who's joining us on the dual stream, and she says that is what her and her spouse do. And that is great. So make sure you go ahead and turn those details into those intentions to go ahead and boost the manifestation power just a little bit, because I promise you, you're gonna see a difference. Anybody else tried this method? Anybody new to it? You know, what's going on? Just checking our battery life on everything here. You stop, you need to start again. Yeah, take the time. And it's not to say you can't do it anytime, but I am big on utilizing the energy. Energy is everything. So at the beginning of the month, the reason why at the beginning of the month you feel like, okay, I just, you just be ready for something new. Like it's a new month, it's the energy. It's the moon. It's the moon. So use it. It's powerful. We are here and we're connected to it. We might as well utilize it. You understand what I'm saying? So go with the energy of the atmosphere to help to boost your manifestation power. That's what I teach. That's how I live my life. We're heading into the last hour. So from 1, because I would say 11, about 3 hours. So we can pretty much stop now if nobody had any questions or any input, anything that they wanted to add about the intention setting. It's really simple. You know what I'm saying? But every time you join, we will be going over it, because we never know who we are teaching and who are we sharing knowledge with at that particular time. And sometimes it's just a reminder. Like he said, she's done it before, but she stopped. So it's like, hey, sometimes this is your nudge. Yes, vision boards. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. Taking the time out, unplugging from social, from being online and things like that, and actually being purposeful in what you want in your life. Vision boards are perfect visual representations to be able to carry that out as well. All right, so that we're not hanging out all night, because I know it's Friday, and I appreciate y'all for being here. You know what I'm saying? I know grown people be liking to be out doing their thing, but y'all here with me. I appreciate that, because I ain't grown. Spirit had to sit me down. I am not grown. I have work to do at all times. I'm on my job. So give me a second, because what I need to do is find this cord so that I don't lose my bigger folk. My bigger folk normally, y'all, like I said, y'all been here with me from the beginning. I appreciate y'all for being here, sharing this energy. And I want to make sure that anybody who wants that personal read is tapped the fuck in, because we're about to just head into it. Also, too, guys, normally we do the gratitude ritual on the full moon, but make sure that you are in that gratitude, that attitude of gratitude when you're doing these intentions, because I'm telling you, that energy is everything. You don't want to be writing some shit down, but you're disgruntled about your current situation. You need to do everything with love. With love and out of gratitude. That's 100% always going to be a spirit message. So like I said, if anybody had, if anybody had any questions or any input, then now is the perfect time, because we're going to transition right at 12:30 to go into some personal reads, so that we're not here all night long. Yes, it's very important. Very, very, very important. So please, and then come back. Y'all come back and share. If you have set any intentions, I'll do that real quick before I go. So let's just say from last month to this month, there was actually, I'll tell you how many. I closed it, so let me find it again. There was actually 1, 2, 3. There was 3 things from the previous goals and intentions that I was able to cross off the list. So when I did my intentions this morning, I felt good because I added like, how many did I add? I had like 4 more to my list. So I was really excited because I had a new affirmation and then I added 4 more intentions. I'm actually seeing that progress. Being somebody that works from home and basically is a homebody anyway. Like, I can't really complain. My life is exactly the way I want it to be. But it's like sometimes I'm so unplugged and I'm so in my own world that, you know, it's good to have to track this progress and see that things are actually going according to my actual plan. Because, like I said, I'm being divinely guided. There's nothing for me to doubt. It's nothing for me to second guess, because I'm the one that's in charge of doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've long since stopped being that victim mentality and thinking, because I used to really think life happened to me. If you know me personally, you know I've been through a lot of shit. And I really used to just be like, you know, damn, you know, but life wasn't happening to me. I just wasn't in tune. I wasn't awakened enough to know that I had the power to change it. So, you know, that's just what it was. And so now that I do, it's like I get excited. I get excited to talk to spirit. I get excited to do these little things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I see it. It is real to me. And I'm telling you, once you do that, you will have the same type of excitement. So please share the live for me, because now we're going to go into personal reads. Anybody who wants a personal read, let's connect so I can feel your energy. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I need to find this charger so that I don't lose my Bigo people. My day ones down here. I am transitioning, so when I get my little spiel, I'll be able to let y'all know what's coming for the moon move. Again, thank you for being here. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I was gonna still try to put the phone on it so that I can not lose. Yeah, for the big extension cord. I need an extension cord. We have an extension cord somewhere. Yeah. Can you help me find an extension cord? Because I don't know where the longer charger is for real. See, and I charged everything up, but you know what? It's the crazy part about it is no matter how prepared I call myself being, this is the type of shit that happens because me and technology don't mix. So. It's kind of faulty. I'm gonna put it behind me so it's not a comb. Right here. What the heck is y'all doing? Okay, so let's see. Did that give me? Yep, got the juice. All right, y'all. It takes a lot for this whole production. A lot. But we back, and it's 12:30. So let's do the personals. Don't look me crazy. This is my makeup rag. I got my pendulum too, so hey, you know what I'm saying? If you got some burning questions that you want to ask, we about to get into it. Yeah, you can. So this is a point where we got the energy read. We done learned a little bit about what to do right now with the new moon phase. So now we're going to honor the request of being able to give some personal reads for anybody who is interested. So if you hung out to this far, I do appreciate it. Please share the live. Let me see. I be having to remember how to use this stuff that I'm on, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know what to do. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, 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 what's going on? Give me 1 second. Okay, so now don't overwhelm me. Now I just turned the quick joint on Bigo. And then I'm not sure who else may be watching up here, but please let me know. Comment if you would like a personal read. We can go ahead and get these bad boys started. And I think let me go ahead while y'all are getting y'allselves together. Who wants a personal read? To figure out what type of spread I want to do. Oh yeah, this was the one. Yep, the comic guidance, the 4 card spread. Yep. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So, if anybody has any questions or anything, let me know. We can start the personal reads. For anybody that joined while I was transitioning from one to another, I am Lola B. I am your musical stoner spiritualist. I come on here twice a month, every new moon and every full moon, to give the overall energy read and offer a healing session in the form of being able to do personal reads for anybody who's interested. I do, my website is on my page, as well as YouTube links and everything like that is all integrated. So please click around and make yourself very familiar to be able to join me on this journey, because we in this shit together. Don't think because I'm sitting behind this screen and behind this table that I don't need your help as well. So thank you for coming and exchanging energy with me. Please share the live at this time for anybody that you may know that may be interested in the things that I do. I am a teacher and a healer. I'm a psychic intuitive channeler. So I am here to help you bridge the gap and to help you enhance your spirit communication. So if you were led to me, I 100% believe that it's no coincidence. And I thank you once again, as always, for being here to exchange your energy with me. So anybody who would like a read, please let me know. Please let me know at this time. Anybody who wants a personal read, please let me know at this time. Yeah, I got you. Because we are going to get some messages from the universe specifically for anybody who is interested. If you've never gotten a read before or feel a little bit nervous, you can feel free to stick around and listen in, because we are collective, we're all interconnected. So what spirit may have to say to her, it says to me, it says to you. It's going to be something that's going to resonate either way, I guarantee you. So maybe not this time, but next time you may be more comfortable. Just know that when you do agree for the personal reads on the public format, that whatever's said and whatever's brought to the table, everybody is privy to it. But we're family here. I don't believe in fans or followers, so I 100% believe that with the energy being right, that this is a safe place for all. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and start with you. We're going to get some messages from the universe, general message for yourself, message about any work-related issues, and then any love. Give me 1 second, y'all. Somebody was asking me when do I go live. I've been live for over an hour, boo. All right. New moon in Aries. Specific message for this wonderful being right here, Spirit. Tap into what is the general message for the universe first. The general message for the universe. So again, I thank you for meeting us exactly where we are at all times. Let's see what the universe has to say. General message from the universe for E. What's the general message from the universe? Please go ahead and share the live. We are going into the personal read. So if you're interested in getting a free personal read, please stay tuned. Thank you. Two of them came out. I'm going to have to take them because I don't know the whole puzzle pieces. So I don't want to reject anything that Spirit may have to say. The next one was for yourself. I'm going to give them all to you in 1 second. We got the general message from the universe first, the message specifically for yourself, the message now relating to anything work related, message for anything work related. I like where this is going so far, but you're going to have to, I hope you are open to this. For work. And then general message about love. So this, there we go. This spread that we do is a general message from the universe, a message for yourself, a message regarding work, and a message regarding love. So what we have here, what we have here, that your general message from the universe, it was 2 cards that came out. It was forgiveness. She's down here, y'all, so I'm going to be on this platform. I do have a dual setup, so you got to be patient with me. General message was forgiveness and mystery. Forgiveness and mystery. Your message for yourself was freedom. Spread your wings. Your message regarding any work-related questions is growth, overcoming limitations. And then your message about love was the moon, subconscious, feminine intuition. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm actually going to, let's go ahead and read some of these. Let's go ahead and read some of these because I need you to understand. For obviously, forgiveness, it says set yourself free. We just talked about that and people were snubbing their nose about it, but I'm telling you, that's important. You need to forgive. You need to forgive yourself for allowing the hurtful things that happen to you happen. Because all things work together for the good of those who love Spirit and are called according to its purpose. That's Romans 8:28 in the holy book called the Bible. And you've been through the things that you've been through because it's taking you, because you need, it's building character, it's building a part of you that you are in tune to, because that's where this moon and this intuition and this subconscious mind, the feminine, is coming from. But you need to forgive because it's okay. Harboring the unforgiveness and the hurt does not allow you to be able to transition into the new season. So you need to let go. You need to absolutely let go. Forgive yourself and forgive the other parties involved. Mystery also was there. So we're going to make sure we read. Thank you, Spirit. Mystery is in the air. This card, it has the black cat on it. The black cat is staring at the full moon. The black cat is staring at the full moon. The cats symbolize mystery, unpredictability, and magic. It's an uncertain time in your life right now. You don't know all the answers, but that's it. You have to understand that it's because you're not supposed to in this particular time. You need to allow the beautiful mystery to invoke the wonder and curiosity in you. You need to be like a child when it comes to spirit. You need to be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to say, what is it that I need to do? Where is it that I need to go? Embrace embrace mystery and surrender to the unknown. But forgiveness needs to come first, because you are not able to do that because you're sitting in the hurt. You're sitting in the hurt. You are coddling the hurt. Do you understand what coddling means? If I sit there and take something, I'm just, rocking it and feeding it and giving it, that's what's going to grow. You need to, like the baby, you need to nurture what you want to grow, not what you do not want. You're coddling your hurt, and you need to let it go. And you need to embrace mystery and surrender to the unknown. Look to source for the answers. Understand that some things will never be understood, but truly we will never fully know how this magic universe works. And that's okay, because we're in this realm, and that's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna always know what the future holds, but that is what's supposed to make life exciting. So you need to focus and meditate on feeling safe and secure, because you don't have that right now. You don't have that sense of security, and that's the reason why your message for self ended up being freedom. The freedom card came out. Because you are in a emotional bondage, and you've put yourself there, because what you want to do is what you want to blame somebody else. That's that victim mentality that I told you that their spirit is saying there's no more room for. You want to point the finger and say it's that person's fault. It's not. Think about life like a game. I don't play chess, so I can't make those references, but think about the pawns, and think about any type of game that has pieces. All of those things, they don't move on their own. They're all a part of the game. You put them in certain positions, you pull certain cards, you roll the dice, you see what move you're supposed to make. Sometimes those bad things that happen to you while you sitting and wanting to hold on to the hurt, it was just a pawn. It was just something that was being used in order for you to be able to come to your true self. That catalyst moment that Spirit was talking about, in order for you to move into the next phase, in order for you to embrace who you truly are. So stop blaming them, because everybody's on different parts of their journey. I would never want to wish the worst things that I've been through on anybody. That shit was horrible. Enemies included. I don't wish you no harm. You were just a part of the process of me returning to my true self. So you need to free yourself, honey, because you are holding yourself in an emotional bondage with this unforgiveness and with this excessive need to try to control the outcome of your life, because you're scared of being by yourself. But solitude is where you're going to know who you truly are. So how can you hold on to things and people and circumstances and say that you want something different, but you really have not embraced the change? Remember, change is not uncomfortable. You feel trapped by your life's conditions is what it says. But think about some of the shit that you be thinking that you gotta do or gotta say. That ain't necessarily the case.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I like the little nose piercing and that makes me sexy.
Thank you, love. I am thank you. I'm doing a personal right now, so I am reading for somebody else. I don't mind if you sit there if you would like to get a reading, but you would definitely have to mute yourself to just be respectful to that, because if people people hear you, they can't hear me.
That's true. Okay.
But thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the love and everything like that. I do appreciate it. Now, I forgot temporarily that I had the thing open. Normally, the person I would be reading for would be up in the box. I do have it open because I don't always have the time when I'm trying to focus on the read to push all these buttons on the different screens and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's try not to do that. We're going to be respectful. Only get into the box. You're able to join freely, but only get in there if you're interested in getting a read. And right now, I'm reading for someone that said they could not get on audio or video. So give me a second, and I'll be able to get around to everybody that would like to be blessed. But yeah, it's a reality check. You do have the freedom to do what the hell you want to do, and it's the freedom of choice. But what are you doing with your freedom? Are you sitting up there giving your power away to somebody else because you're blaming them for the fucked up shit that happened? That's what it sounds like. Your work message, we're going to clarify everything in just a second. Your work message was growth. It says it's a powerful spiritual growing period that's happening right now in your life. And if it hasn't already, it's going to happen. It could be a certain realization or even a spiritual awakening. And we don't often realize how much we've grown from one circumstance to another when those experiences happen much later in life. But you're in the middle of it. It's going to be that friendship, that relationship, whatever stage, you know what I'm saying? It feels confusing and conflicting and uncertain and all that type of stuff. But it's that growth often comes from situations that are not very pleasant. So understand that it's time to reshape your thinking of what you've been through. This is all working toward who you are returning to. This is all working toward the season that you're going in. This is a consistent message. This is not just for her. This is for somebody else. I feel it. You have to think of these situations as gifts. Stop looking at it like, stop with the woe is me. Stop with the pitiful. Stop with the victim mentality. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because it's a repetition. I'm talking to somebody that I know that has bogged themselves down with self-defeating thoughts. But the reason why the moon came out for your personal message with love is because you need to embrace the feminine. You need to embrace your intuition and listen to it. You're not in tune with it at all. You know, everybody has a mix of feminine and masculine energy within them. It's the duality. And the moon is linked to femininity, our cycles, you know what I'm saying? The gravitational pull that the moon has on our emotions is the same type of pull that it has on that tide when it goes in and out at the sea. I'm telling you, it's powerful. That's why I teach and do what I do, because we can tap into that power. We can tap into that energy. It is at our access. Stop being afraid to feel all of your emotions, though. Because that's emotional resiliency is a very important thing. Being in tune with the feminine means that you are aware of what you feel. Now, it doesn't mean let them control you, because just like your thoughts, you can control the emotions as well. You do not have to take on any emotion that you do not want. Because remember, we talked about transmuting energy. We talked about transmuting energy. We have the power to do that. It's about slowing the process down, which is the reason why meditation is very important, because when you slow the process down, you have the power to change it. Everything don't have to be them gut reactions and just overtaking you and you just, oh my God, I just couldn't help it. Yes, you can. You can help it. Forgiveness, mystery, freedom, growth, and the moon. You need to forgive and let go, surrender to the unknown, and embrace the mysteries of life, because you are being divinely guided if you tap into your intuition. If you are not familiar with that process, that's the point in time where you need to actually spend some time alone so that you can recognize the voice of your higher self. But you are saying you don't want to stay in this place of emotional bondage. You need to go ahead and be free, because you have wings that have been clipped, honey. But you can't overcome these limitations with this growth card right here. You can't overcome the limitations They're self-imposed. You trying to blame somebody, and I'm telling you, it's your own fault. And I know may not be what you want to hear, but it's your own fault. I didn't even get to ask a question. Caution came out. Spirit, at least give me 3. Give me 3 with the Prism Oracle. So continue to clarify for E right now. There's the other 2. Caution came out. Cleanse. Consciousness. Caution, cleanse, and consciousness. Caution, cleanse, and consciousness. Let me tell you right now. Like that yield sign, I tell people all the time, be in motion. It's telling you to pause for a second and pay attention to what's going on, but don't stop. You thinking that what happened to you, it just puts you at a point of stopping. There's no stopping. Everything else is still moving. Trust and believe. I lost a child 15 years ago, and I talk about it more openly now than ever. And I did have 7 years where I felt like I was in the twilight zone. I didn't know what the fuck was going on in my life. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was just on autopilot. That is not the way that we should be. We should not, those catalyst moments, those tower moments, the things that happen in our life that we feel like are just horrible, they do definitely stop us in our tracks, but it does not mean that we stop living, because your heart is still beating. You understand what I'm saying? Cleanse came out next. Cleanse came out next. You need to clean your environment. You need to meditate to clear your mind. I know you just asked me to teach you how to do that. It's time to remove the clutter. Your physical space is a representation of your mental space. Sometimes when you're going through some of the things like you're going through, those catalyst moments, you will start neglect. Don't neglect to cleanse your body, to cleanse your mind, to cleanse your physical space. Having those, when we talk about the goals and stuff, have a routine that you can stick to, because that's what's going to help you keep the peace of mind. I'm telling you, do not fall into this state of just like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, and you just sit there. No, that's depression. You don't have to take that unless that's what you want. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all a choice. I can sit here and tell you, Spirit can sit here and tell you, don't. But at the same time, even when I ask questions on the pendulum, I say, is it for my highest good? Because Spirit understands I have free will. It's not going to tell me don't do something and without the acknowledgement that I have every right to do it if I want to. But I can't expect that the outcome that I want if I'm going to go against the divine guidance. You understand what I'm saying? Consciousness. That's the feminine. That's the moon. That's what you need to be in tune to. You need to tap in. You have not tapped in. What is it that is stopping you? What is it that is making you not trust that inner voice that you hear, that you are most familiar with? What is it that you are afraid of embarking on? What is it that you are afraid of learning? No, spirit messages next. If anybody else wants to read, go ahead and let me know. I can prepare. I'm gonna pull some angel messages. Being you again. That's what you are afraid of? Is it because you feel like it's foreign? You've been somebody else this whole time, and so it's something that you're just not used to? Throat chakra. Speaking your thoughts clearly, 384 hertz frequency. Write that down, 384 hertz frequency. Even if you just write it as a note in your phone, 384 hertz frequency. Please take the first one. Third eye chakra, that's where that consciousness came out. 426.7 hertz frequency. Third eye chakra, I speak and I see. Spirit is telling you that you need to just stop. You are not aligned with your energy centers. You're not speaking, you're not living your truth because you're not speaking your truth. This is what we talked about manifestation, about speaking your life into existence. And then third eye chakra, you need to trust yourself. That's what's going to start with that forgiveness. Trust yourself first to be able to. Gemini energy. What sign are you, E? I forgot. Forgive me, boo. Who's a Gemini? Libra. Okay. Gemini, we got it's an air sign, mutable. Emphasis on the spring season. Emphasis on Wednesday. He's a Sagittarius. You're a Taurus. Okay. Gemini energy, so it could just be about mutable. The mutable quality is what's standing out the most to me right now. That Gemini card coming out, meaning change. You need to be adapt. You need to adapt to change. He's a Sagittarius. I'm so sorry. I'm saying gang, like all day, and I just hate when it's a Sagittarius that's doing some fucked up shit. What you imagine, you create. Perspective 5 with the change. Perspective. Isolation though. Crown chakra. 480 hertz frequency. And then trust and doubt. I don't know which way it came out because I grabbed them all at the same time. But basically, it's about balance. When this comes out, it's always about balance because, like I said, you need to be able to trust yourself. And you can't do that because you haven't forgiven yourself. You need to let go of the pain that you're holding on to. Forgive yourself, forgive him, so that you can get to trusting because you had crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, all in order. So we all up in here right now, and it's not a coincidence because Aries rules the face and the head. That is where the focus should be right now. Crown chakra, third eye chakra, and the throat chakra is what we need to be focused on. Remember, there's no such thing as your chakras being misaligned or out of balance or anything like that. They're perfect. Spirit made them so. It's us that needs to be connected to the energy center if we're misaligned. So you need to get back connected to your crown, third eye, and throat chakra. So please write down throat chakra, 384 hertz frequency. Crown chakra, 480 hertz frequency. Third eye chakra, 426.7 hertz frequency. Listen to these sound frequencies when you sleep, when you pray and meditate. Anytime you have some time that you can actually just allow the vibrations to assist with the healing that needs to take place. What you imagine, you create. That's what I was talking about being in charge of them thoughts because their energy themselves, you may not speak it out, but what you think is still going to have a great effect on what materializes in your atmosphere. We're talking about being purposeful, so you don't want to even think. Forget saying, because we get to that point. We need to embrace being able to speak our truth. But even it starts here before you even say a word, it starts in thought form. So you need to also be in charge of your thoughts. That's why the affirmations, like I said before, it's a consistent message with Spirit is saying that you need to be in control of what you think, because what you think, your thoughts, then turn into your habits. Your habits then turn into your character. Because what you think, you will say and do, and what you say and do becomes a part of who you are. Do not think or say anything that you do not want to happen. Only focus on what you do want to happen. So your thoughts regarding yourself need to be positive. You need to be open and embrace this change and change the perspective of the way that you're looking at the things that have happened to you, because you are not a victim. You are a magical being. You are divine. But you do need to cleanse. Thank you. You do need to cleanse. It's time to get some of this shit out. I will pull the Pyromancy deck too, just in case, because sometimes people want a little bit of future shit, and then I'll be able to go ahead and read the next person. Any question that you have right now so far, E? I'm gonna close it out with a couple of these and with the pendulum real quick for you, and move on to the next person because it's 1 o'clock. Shaking. Why, huh? What's going on? You understand that spirit loves you. You are protected. You are divinely guided. We got message and gift with the You would like a reading? Okay, love. Give me 1 second. I'm about to wrap up for my friend here. We had the Ace of Diamonds. A message or a gift. I don't know if this is your message or if you got another one that's coming. Disapproval of relationships. 2 of Diamonds. Right in order is coming out. You need to let that man go. You need to go ahead and let that man go. Because you holding on to him and you then lost yourself. Because you got into that relationship after another one and all these different things and thinking that your value and worth was tied up into another and you never took the time to know who you were. Any other messages, spirit, any other clarification, any other guidance? This one wants to fall, but I'm not gonna let it, because that just didn't seem right. Repeat at this time. You got the 10 of clubs, which is unexpected money. So if you are, anything going on and you was looking for Queen of Diamonds, outgoing woman, it's probably a part of yourself that you're going to new business opportunity. It's probably a part of yourself that you're going to tap into that you don't even know. More fun loving, you need to let go of this person and this circumstance that this hurt came from, because you're going to be able to evolve into a person. A part of you is going to come out that you're not familiar with, but it's a very fun loving, a very free, a very outgoing part of you. You know what I'm saying? Tapping back into enjoying life. Okay, and there's everything is on the other side of that. I tell people that all the time. Just because letting go is a difficult process does not mean that it's not good things on the other side of it. You had new business opportunities and unexpected money, whatever that may mean specifically to you. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a business that you're starting, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming. The money's coming. The money's coming. And newness, everything coming, and you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you already been praying for or working on, but it also it's tied into you being able to go ahead and let go, embrace the unknown, and know that spirit is definitely looking out for you in this particular time. You're not alone. Just because you feel like you're by yourself does not mean you're alone. Not only do you have people here that have your back, but you have a host, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. It's about you tapping in, because if you don't embrace that, that means you want to feel alone. But if you don't want to feel alone, then you need to go ahead and tap into your intuition. Stop doubting yourself. But it's going to start, spirit said it has to start with the forgiveness. Did you have a question so that we can move on? I do have the pendulum. Did you have any specific yes or no questions that we can ask at this time? Let me know, E. You got a question? Or we can just go ahead and close it out. Because you know I'm going to get with you. I know I need to get with you about a few things. So we can always finish at another time. But I want to do honor and bless anybody else who wants to get a message. It's like I had to tone down on my energy. So it's like, Spirit, you need some tender loving care. And you're okay. You need some tender loving care, and it needs to come from self first. You need some self-care things. That's why I said to cleanse and different things like that. So if you haven't already done it, you need to do it. So I went from very high energy to, as soon as I tapped into yours, it came straight down to more like not a drain, but like a calmness. You need to embrace. You need some tender loving care. That's all I can say. You need some tender loving care. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the messages that were given for E. Let me put another instance up here. And then, who was it? Kay, somebody that said they wanted to read. Are you still here, love? Who else wanted to read? Does anybody in this other stream want to read? Cool Cat. Okay, thank you. Cool Cat. Cool Cat, are you still here? Cool Cat. Anybody else want to read? Please share the live. Okay, love. Are you able to quick join so that I can pick up your energy and we can actually converse? Are you able to quick join here on the I don't know. There we go. I'm figuring it out, y'all. I don't be knowing what I'm doing, I swear I don't. I really just don't be wanting to touch the screen at all.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. Anyway.
That's good. Friday night. Thank you for coming and sharing and exchanging your energy with me. Okay. We're gonna do the same exact spread because it's a really good one. I have read for myself with this spread and it was really great. Just let me go ahead and I'm addicted to incense. I always have to have my incense burning.
How long have you been to read?
I just started doing readings a couple months ago. I've been doing spirit communication my whole life. I started with my dreams. Spirit would come to me in my dreams about any and everybody. Sorry about that, y'all. You know, every once in a while, people want to try it. How you gonna come in and we nice and quiet and you think you about to take us somewhere else? But yes, Spirit used to come to me in my dreams about people I was connected to, and sometimes people that I wasn't connected to even in this life, people that I've been connected to from like other places, other times, and I would have very vivid lucid dreams about people, and I was very nervous at first to translate messages because I thought nobody would believe me. So now it's a little bit easier to actually do spirit messages this way because these cards give the visual representation. People can actually see that I can't make this information up. I'm only going what was given to me, and I try my best to give the message in the way that I hear it. So yeah, I have been doing this for a very long time, but specifically started using cards and the pendulum as tools to enhance the spirit communication probably for about 4 or 5 months now. And once you step up and say you're ready, Spirit talks to us all the time. So it's like it don't take nothing to just go ahead and take nothing to do it, nothing but to just do it, you know?
That's right.
All right. So we're going to do the messages from the universe. First, we start out with a general message, then it's the message specifically for yourself, the message as it pertains to any work related, and then the message is pertaining love. So Even if you don't say anything specifically out loud, whatever you're thinking in your mind, questions that you may have, Spirit will pick up on that. You'll be able to communicate that as we do this forecast spread. First, we're going to do the general message for you from the universe. General message is the sun came out first. Then we got the message specifically for you. Message specifically for you. For yourself. This is what I'm talking about. Some people energy be so strong, Spirit thought the whole thing. Like, you gotta give me one card at a time because I don't know what's going on. Right? Because if I can't get it when I shuffle, I just have to hand pull it. But it's like, come on now, it always does that. Spirit loves to like be like, yeah, we do what we want. Because I'll be like, yeah, Spirit, give me one card, you give me three. Like, hold on now, I asked for one.
I'm trying to tap into it. I just be having so much in the physical realm that kind of blocks it sometimes. For me to center myself.
Okay, so we got a new beginning coming for the message for yourself. Now we're gonna get the message for any work related. So are you an intuitive? Is what you're saying? Of course you are, because that's everybody is led to me is. I'm here to help you connect to enhance your spirit communication. Whatever your spiritual gifts are, that's what I'm here for. So every time I give somebody a read, it's always gonna be somebody who this is the thing, we all have the same gifts. Okay. However, there's some that may have a heightened sense in certain areas based on whatever your purpose may be. So people are gravitated toward me usually when we have similar gifts, because you may need to do the work in a similar way. All right, so let's get this work message and this love message, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. Okay, as it pertains to work and healing, allow light to enter your wounds is what came out for any work-related things. And then last but not least, the universal message for you regarding love. So that's some good things. We got the sun, we got a new beginning, we got healing. As you guys have noticed, I don't do traditional tarot. I am a healer, so therefore I have healing oracle decks, and I have everything that pertains to what you may need to do. It's not going to be like traditional tarot, so it's a little bit different. Action. Awaken the warrior woman within. That's the love. That's interesting. Okay, so we got the sun. That's your conscious mind. That's your masculine side. We just had the moon come out. So now we have the duality on the other side, life force. That's a whole different type of energy than the feminine, obviously, because they are of opposite nature. But within balance, it has its place. So for the general message for you from the universe is the sun, tapping into that masculine energy, the conscious mind, life force. Probably why action is here too. Let's go ahead and read up on it so you can have the specific. Got the sun. Definitely, it's either going to be you're either already in tune with the feminine and just need to basically balance out and add that masculine to it for whatever's going on what's going on in your life specifically, because the sun is associated with endurance and action, a lot of energy. We're in Mars right now with being in a new moon in Aries, so that's definitely supported with that. But see, the divine masculine energy, it says, is patient, rational, honest, strong, but gentle. He is emotionally balanced, supportive, and mindful, assertive, and confident. So basically, everything that the feminine may be lacking is where the masculine energy comes in and is able to fill in all those gaps and making everything be able to flow. Masculine energy is telling you to take the lead, is to practice patience, mindful listening, but know when to move. So as we tapping into the moon and the feminine and being able to plan, because that's what we do as women, so as the feminine, we do that, but then it's time to then take on that masculine energy and get into motion and actually carry out some action, taking initiative on what you desire. Because like I said before, we can't sit around and just wait for things to fall into our lap. What I do, teaching about intentions is being purposeful. Be purposeful, be positive, but be purposeful. We are not just letting life happen to us. We are creating the life that we actually want. So that sun is basically saying, if you are out of balance with the masculine energy, now is the time to go ahead and harness that. Like I said, to fill in those gaps where it is needed to bring the harmony and the balance right now in your life. For your personal message for yourself, it's that new beginning, having courage to open up a new door. I don't know if it's something that you have hesitated on, or have some type of uncertainty otherwise than what you already spoke about, being connected to source. What is it that's stopping you from feeling like, other than, because we can't, I'm gonna be honest with you, transparent, I'm always honest. I'm gonna go deeper. We cannot use regular life as an excuse anymore. I think we're moving into the energy where spirit is saying, that's mine, you can't. That's like the dog ate my homework type shit.
Yeah.
The reason being
it is, and what I think what it is, what kind of overwhelmed me is I lost like 7 people in the course of like 3 months last year. So it's like I didn't have an opportunity to breathe. It's just like, get over it. You got kids, so you got to keep it moving.
Well, that's the reason why. That's the reason why the healing card came out after that one. Because let me tell you this. In the overall energy read at the very beginning, the very first card that came out was disruption. We have everybody that's here at some point in time, either if it's about to happen or has already happened, has had a catalyst moment. They've had that tower. They've had some things happen that it's like that was specifically meant for you to change directions. Or whatever you were doing, whatever is going on with you, that happened so that you can be like, what the fuck? And then turn.
I was I don't have kids, so my sister passed away. She had 2 boys, so it was like I had been taking care of them prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
But in November she left. Mind you, her birthday is 11/11.
Okay.
And this is like my baby sister, and the things she was saying prior to it was like, whoa. And then the next day, within 24 hours, she was out. So it was like I immediately had to jump into the road.
Right. Yeah. That was that disruption that you needed, because Spirit said it's just time. And if we detached from some of what's the best way? Like we're very possessive over things and people, and it's just like, this is mine, and this is, if we detach from that and embrace the one and all in one, it's like getting into a mindset of understanding that death is an essential part of the life cycle. We have birth, life, death, and rebirth. So just because it makes you feel something intense, that's not where you stay. You know what I'm saying? So you got the healing card that came out next. It said, allow light to enter your wounds. It's because you need the new beginning that you need. And it's talking about a door. A door is like literally when it's closed, we don't know what's on the other side of it. But there's something that's stopping you from wanting to reach that knob and just go ahead and open it up and go on the other side. And if you feel like it is directly related to some unhealed wounds, that's again, that's self-imposed. Because a natural part of the grieving, everything goes in cycles. Natural part of grieving is to eventually you look up and it's like, oh, I'm not crying as much as I was crying before. Or now when the birthday or something comes around, it's like, oh, I feel different. Embrace all the parts of the face, because if you try to hold on and harbor the hurt of it, you're not able to, you're not actually letting the healing take place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the blockages will come into play because, we have free will. If you want to go the rest of this life and do not want to tap into whatever it is intuitively that you need to be doing to help the collective, that's up to you. But just understand, I don't know what, I'm saying, everybody believes, but I believe wholeheartedly in reincarnation. You're going to come back and have to do it again if you don't get it right now. You know what I'm saying? So why not go ahead and try to embrace every part of what this life is, so that so when you do come back, you'll be at a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can reincarnate as something else, someone else, and you know what I'm saying, you don't have to repeat the same cycle. That's what we're here for, is to have the human experience. But it's to go through everything that we possibly can so that we can elevate self. And by elevating self, we raise the vibration of the planet that we're on. And that helps everybody, that's here. So it's a choice. But you really have to ask yourself, what do you want to do at this particular time? The snake that was on the New Beginning card, it said it symbolizes rebirth. So you, like I said, is your new adventure is waiting. Like I said, it's right, literally on the other side of that door. But you are the one that's keeping yourself stuck in that position of where you want to be. Because it's not about, I heard you say something about feeling like you didn't have a chance to mourn. It wasn't about that, because that's not the lesson that Spirit was trying to teach you with those deaths back to back. Grieving wasn't it. It's maybe something else. If you feel like you didn't have a chance, you have to understand rejection is for your protection. So anything, when I said at the very beginning, anything that you have gone through, and you're thinking it's not going the way that you think it should go, it was meant to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time for you to look at death completely different. Just because it shakes you does not mean it has to, you don't have to stay there. I lost a child, a long time ago, and I was stuck for 7 years. When I finally woke up and realized I've never looked at death the same. He is now one of my spirit guides. I've communicated with him now for years. Before, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and what the fuck was going on, but it was like I was stuck and I had to get out of that mindset. I lost that child to be able to look at death differently. And for a long time, I asked the why me questions. And it's 15 years ago. He was alive with that carnation for 6 months. Lost him at the age of 6 months. Wow. And so with a baby that young, of course, I blamed myself. It was a lot I didn't understand, and all of that was taking my focus off of what it was. And I'm just now adding the rest of the puzzle pieces together about what that was about.
Sometimes that's all it takes is 6 months, You know what I'm saying? God is love, love is life, and life is living.
Yeah, and he definitely made an impact on me in that short amount of time. And for the rest of these years, it's like he's always been with me. And like I said, I just now put some puzzle pieces together. So with the grieving, you just never know. The Spirit might be trying to teach you something different than what you think it is. Because we think we're thinking, okay, somebody died, I'm supposed to be sad, I'm supposed to. It might not even be that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Go ahead and embrace, like with her reading, it was talking about the mystery, embracing the mystery and surrendering to the unknown. You have to be able to do that, because in order to be divinely guided, you can't keep having thoughts that want to control the outcome. You have to allow certain things to happen. And then we had action as it pertains to love. And it's pretty much all the same. You need to just stay in movement. And whatever it is that you know what I'm saying? I don't know, are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-sabotage.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if they left already. But you said self-sabotaging it. Girl.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
What you got going on over there? Hold on, let me find this action card. Okay. So let's show you this picture, because that's what it first talks about. I'm I'm a Sagittarius, so I actually absolutely love the fact that she got this arrow. That's a warrior right there. She ready. It said it features a powerful, strong woman running at full force with a spear about to shoot. She's confident and determined. So it's saying no more dwelling, no more overthinking. What are you afraid of? Out of fear, your mind has created a million unlikely scenarios that probably won't even take place. So there are times when you have to think carefully before what you're doing, and the other times you just have to let it go. That's the balance in it all. Act on your desires with confidence because it will pay off. That's what we talk about, that new beginning and all that stuff. We're talking about the new moon. We talk about setting intentions. That's what that's about. It's like, no, I'm in control, so I don't have to overthink. Overthinking kills happiness. Overthink for what? You don't need to overthink. You know what I'm saying? Just trust the process. You know, your higher self always knows what is best for you. But if you're choosing to ignore the voice, what can you expect? You're just gonna be able to take whatever is given. You know what I'm saying? You can be in control. You can be in control and then reshape that sadness that you feel about the loss that you experience. It's okay, but you can do something with that. That's energy too. You can transmute that and do something with that. You don't have to stay in that. But that sun card and the conscious, the life force, because what just happened? Abundance. Not is coming. You already are abundant. You understand what I'm saying? You have to go ahead and align yourself with the life that you want by knowing, you know what I'm saying, that you already have it. I'm glad this one came out. Sweetness and being pain. I didn't ask any specific questions. I didn't ask for clarification for the cards. I just wanted spirit to give me what it was going to give me. So sweetness is about like I was just saying, reshaping the perspective of what you've been through and what you're experiencing in life, and enjoying the good moments, because time is relative. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I could have had an accident. Today, you know, since something different happens, it's like take it moment by moment. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I'm a big girl from Detroit, so you know it's a hard knocks life up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't really get to see a lot of sun, so that to me that affects us.
It does.
That affects our mood.
It does.
You know, it's kind of gloomy all the time, and it's like a cloud of sadness or depression that lingers, that hovers over Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here is so hard, so you know, even to say hi, it's like I don't know you. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You can't even like speak. So my opposite is in California, my better half. So my better half has never been through what I've been through. So when I say like self-sabotage and a lot of things that, like you said, control your thoughts, gotta let my thoughts get the best of me sometimes. Overthink, you know. And I overthink my way out of the situation. And instead of them coming to my level, they will prefer me to come up to theirs.
Yeah, for sure.
When I can't, they just fly and go back to California. And that sometimes kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, it helps me to heal because, you know, at the end of the day, all I have is me.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's why it's so take it moment by moment. Because we can't rush it if we wanted to. We can't, you know what I'm saying? There's no point in worrying about the past and fixating on the future. We have to really live in the present moment. So that's why the sweetness came out, and then pain is the same thing. It's about reshaping. Literally, 2 cards came out back to back after abundance. That means basically to embrace and to actually feel like you deserve an abundant life, that you actually are already enjoying an abundant life, is to reshape your thinking of what you're experiencing. Transmute, because we have, okay, so you're talking about it's transmuted. I'm here in Michigan too. I was just explaining to my beloved who's in Florida. Like, he was contemplating putting on shorts today.
In the Detroit area?
Yes, I'm right in the city.
Oh, wow. So then you already know.
Yeah, and I was just explaining to him today. He's in Florida, and he was contemplating putting on shorts today. And I said, I wish spring was like that for me.
Right.
Like, I walked to the store, and it was freezing.
Yes.
So I understand the overcast, the no sun, is cloudy. You know what I'm saying? It's still cold. It's gonna take a minute for us to even.
Energy and flow.
Most definitely, but transmute that. That's what spirit is telling you, because you're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been trying to escape the holes of Michigan for half my life, and I kept moving back because I wasn't released to be able to go yet. So that means that I need to harness my power and change the energy that I feel like I don't want to experience. I have the power to change it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need to go ahead and do, because otherwise, because when I split, I'm trying to shuffle these angel messages. We had solutions, and then we had listen more, talk less. So we just talk about your thoughts. That's what stood out to me the most, is saying be quiet so that spirit can talk to you. That and I always give affirmations on the new moon. It's a new month. The affirmation was, I gave it at the beginning. The affirmation was sun, moon, earth, infinity. All that is in infinity, I am thee. And I urge everybody to write that down and to say that at least for the next 29 days, and add it to whatever your morning or night ritual may be. Whenever you pray, meditate, whenever you feeling low or whatever, to say that to yourself, because that's about tapping into who you are. It's talking about the cosmos. It's talking about embracing your divinity right there. You know what I'm saying? You have the power to reshape those thoughts. Be grateful. You always, I tell people that all the time, because that's a permanent state of being. If you want to talk about your emotions, which is energy and motion, say I feel. But if you want to talk about your permanent state of being, that's I am, and you definitely have to be careful, because you don't want to cast no spell on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That don't need to be there. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yeah, you know. And a lot of times, all of these is just a reminder. People are led to me, and it's just a little tap on the shoulder to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? You do know better. Now, go ahead and...
that's what it is. It's a little confusion sometimes. Even though, I hear it a lot,
You had a birth, travel.
Yeah, they you're doing a good job. Nobody ever told you, proud of you.
For sure.
It's still a little
Watch for signs and symbols also came out, and then on the bottom was love yourself. So if you have actual travel coming in, or it's a trip that you wanted to take, so you've been thinking about, go ahead and do it, because that came out first.
Wait a minute, say that again, because it was silent.
Yeah, if you have, I'm saying if you, it came out first, the travel card came out first. So if you do have a trip that you've been planning or something that you wanted to do, go ahead and do it. Spirit will support that for travel. Then it said birth, so that's going along with that new beginning. Watch for signs and symbols. That's where you need to silence and pay attention. When I say I be on the phone with my beloved, and all day, that's all we be like, oh shoot, a bird just swooped down and flew. Look it up. Or oh shoot, like everything is a sign. We literally do not. Yes. So watch.
You read too deep. You too deep into it. I'm like,
no, it's never. It's no such. I'm glad you feel that way, because it's no such thing. It's like, yes, make sure you tap, because that is spirit talking to you. So why try to make it seem like it's such a coincidence? You're gonna miss a message. You know what I'm saying? And not that spirit's not gonna give it to you again, but I feel excited when I'm in tune. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes, I'm getting my messages. Like I feel good. So it's like, watch for those signs and symbols, because like you said, nothing is coincidence. The spirit is definitely talking to you. So everything that you see is going to mean something, especially as you are tapping into that masculine energy, being able to take action with everything that's going on with your life, reshaping that pain, reshaping that loss, and saying, okay, what is the lesson here? What am I supposed to take from this? Instead of just dwelling in it, go ahead and figure out what you need to do with it, because everything needs to stay in motion. Stagnant energy is not good. You know what I'm saying? And then spirit saying, love yourself. So if there's a little bit of imbalance there as well, if you have neglected being able to love on yourself, that's definitely what you need to do at this time, because There's abundance here. There's a new beginning here. There's, you know what I'm saying, a healing that needs to take place, but it all has to be out of the vibration of love. Love is the highest vibration. Okay, we know that. And love is what we need to be doing everything out of, even toward ourselves. We cannot love another.
That's right. And that's my thing. If I don't feel that the love is genuine and real, not even for me, because my thing is I don't need your love. I love myself. And I have enough love around me.
Right.
I love you because you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be attracted to me being attracted to you. And that should make you attracted to me. It's not fun if I'm attracted to somebody that's not attracted to me. It makes it weird.
Indeed. Assess the situation. So that's definitely what you need to do and pertain to breathe through the tension. That's what you need to do. Talk less, feel more. Cool your emotions. Okay, I can't. It's like I be wanting to put them back, but it's like, nope. Spirit said don't do it. So assess the situation. Breathe through the tension. Came out. Okay.
You said breathe through it.
Yep, breathe through the tension. So meditation, anytime that you can take a moment to, and when you're feeling something intense, it doesn't matter where you are, who you with, take the time to. I literally, it's so funny you should see. I have a 2-year-old, and he's still in tantrum phase, and he would go get, snot, tears, just all broken down in life about whatever's going on in his little world. I literally have to take him, and into another room, and I say, you need to calm down. You know what you need to do. Breathe deep. He'll sit there, like trying to get himself together, but it's like, take the time to take a deep breath. You have to breathe through that, because your breath, it reminds you about the present moment. Literally, no matter what's going on around you, when you are inhaling and exhaling, it takes everything and grounds you and reminds you of the present moment. So breathe through that tension when them things come up as you're reshaping, those things anyway. It said to cool your emotions. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever's going on, especially with that relationship, I'm still stuck on that part. But
I'm a Taurus, I got a temper.
Self-sabotage, like, come on now, stop doing that.
I know. I'm working on that.
And then once again,
I'm territorial when it comes to my family, and then when I see somebody trying to infiltrate my family structure,
right,
that's when something else comes out of me.
It's understandable.
It's hard to put her back in the cage.
Right. It said talk less, feel more. So that's a balance. The spirit is telling you what to do with your emotions and how to handle them, but at the same time, you need the guidance. And so that means that you need to quiet your mind a little bit more so that you can hear what spirit is saying to you. Because it's just a lot.
She said you need to get out of your head. Get out of your head.
We can, because sometimes we can, like I was telling my friend, we want to blame somebody else so bad sometimes, and it's really us.
It is.
It's really us.
The common denominator.
It's really us.
I'm the common denominator. Like you said, sometimes you gotta date yourself. If you don't like you, what makes you think somebody else don't like you?
Spending that time in solitude, you got some decisions. You got some decisions to make. This or that, either that or I think it's decisions, not lies. That's the two of spades, decisions to make. But the thing of it is, you already know what to do.
No, I mean you tell it. You are clarifying it for me. Like sometimes, like you said, you just need to hear it out loud, because sometimes I'm like, is it me? I know that there's something divine or special. Like, everybody has a special and divineness to them, but
you gotta find what's yours, because it's all in one. We're all connected, but then we're here to have an individual experience. So you gotta figure out what.
Right. Like the hand and the foot, they different, but they all serve the body.
Yeah. So what's going on at work?
Work. Work is work. I'm definitely in transition as far as work. But I work at a dispensary.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we had work problems come out, and I don't know if that's just actual work problems or that's something that you're perceiving as problems that might not be what you think it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I feel like the market that I'm in is saturated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's going to go in accordance to that pain and that sweetness card coming out, telling you to reshape the way that you need to change your perspective.
Yeah, and that door too is basically telling me I need to find another occupation.
Yeah, because we had wealth came out after that, and obviously we know that it's that because I have money in cards. Wealth comes out. It's not necessarily having to do with money, but it can. You know what I'm saying? But having understanding what wealth really means, and like I said, the opportunity that is beyond that door is wealth, because you had abundance. Those things again, like I said, the abundance card has coins on it, so it could have something to do with money, but more so it's about your mindset. It could be about a lot of other things, because wealth is different than riches.
It's an abundance amount of love I got around me. I got a house full of babies. So.
There you go. So that wealth card came out, and then is there anything going on is any perceiving going on with work at all right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you got a ticket.
Okay. Legal trouble.
Wow.
I'm gonna need you to pay that. But it said you're financially supported, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have an ancestor altar to be able, I don't know. Pray and ask Spirit, He'll give you the money to take care of it. I'm telling you, you're financially supported. So that came out after legal trouble. So if you need to take care of that, don't drag your feet on it, but don't get in. Cause I trust me. I done been there, done that, and then some. I don't be trying to pay them nothing because I'm like, they be taxing, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You know.
And it's Oakland County, so you already know what time it is.
Definitely, I'm from Pontiac. I know
exactly. I just crossed the Macy-Dixie line. Detroit let me do whatever, but you cross that Macy-Dixie line,
then it's something else. So yeah, but go ahead if you don't have the money currently, you can ask for it. The financial help is there. Like I said, I don't know if you have an ancestor altar. I don't know, what your practices are. But go ahead and ask for it. If you need to find the scripture, or if you need to, whatever, find a quote or something that you can meditate on and put that out in the universe for that money to come to go ahead and take care of the situation. Because that's just, it's earthly shit, it's karma shit. We deal with it. It is what it is. But we want to go ahead and just handle it. Then we have relationship problems come out, and we already talked about that. So.
Yeah.
You definitely need to get out of your own way when it comes to that. Stop overthinking. Overthinking kills the happiness. Embrace who you are as a divine being that you are, and understand that being divinely guided. Again, the balance in it is to know when to take action with that masculine energy, but know when to go with, your feelings, and maybe slow down with that feminine energy. Embrace the moon, and allow spirit to definitely lead you. This is my auntie used to tell me back when I used to be Christian. And she used to be like, yeah, if you want to pray to ask God what kind of toothpaste, you could be in the toothpaste aisle. Ask God, should I get Colgate or Crest? He gonna tell you. Because if you got that relationship and y'all commune like that, you're gonna get the answers that you seek. It's no different. If you want to literally ask, should I step left right now or should I step right? You're gonna get the answers. If you doubt it and think like, oh, I ain't gotta ask for all that little stuff, then you're not gonna get the answers. You know what I'm saying? But if you literally want the answers, they're there. Helpful woman came out. You said your sign was a Taurus. What's your moon sign? Oh, you haven't got your natal chart?
This is my first time actually. I've always been a little scared to do this.
Okay. well, if you're on a journey of self and you already do believe in astrology with the zodiac, it wouldn't be a bad thing to. I do have a site that I use that's accurate, the app as well, to get my natal chart so that I can know all the placements of the chart, because it goes really deep. Everybody, long time ago we were taught about the sun sign, and it kind of just stopped there, but it's a lot more than that. Right now, with what I teach and what I just go with sun, moon, and the rising, but it goes even deeper. You know what I'm saying? But it's a journey of self. So we have this whole lifetime and more to learn about who we are. So you can always broken promises. You in that relationship, ma'am. You need to
That's what it is. It just gotta come to an end. That's the new door. It's the new door. It's the sweetness and the sad, and that's what they call me to make me weak. Sweetness. That's my nickname. The whole door thing. Like, you need to shut that door and just fucking start over. Like, why are you scared to start over?
Because, like I said, if you're divinely guided, what are you worried about? You know what I'm saying? If you're trusting in yourself, that your higher self is leading you to where you need to be, is no problem. Accomplished man came out now. Nothing. I don't know if that's somebody currently in your life, or let's just see. I'm gonna keep going just so I can see what this accomplishment is. This a new love, or this is just somebody who is there to guide you? Got good fortune. Good fortune. And good fortune, Ten of Hearts. Okay, so yeah. Ten of Hearts is going to deal with family, love, relationships. And then you have good friend. So yeah, yeah. Maybe behind that door is somebody coming. You gotta have accomplished man. Good fortune is fortune again. It's money, but it's love as well. Because it's dealing with family, love, relationships with the Ten of Hearts, and then you had good friend come out after that. So there might be somebody that's already in your life, or might be somebody that's coming in that could take that place. But once again, we be holding on to shit not even knowing, because we trying to have everything to do with the outcome. But Spirit is saying, I got you. If you just go ahead and do what you're supposed to do over here, you're going to be led to over there. But you're not going to be able to get to this if you hold on to that. That's why you got some decisions that you need to make. You know what I'm saying? And whatever relationship problems going on, whatever is going on, you need to even reshape that, because like I was saying, everything works for your good. So even when it's the worst of the worst and you think it's bad, it still is working for your good. It's still having everything to do with shaping you into the person that you already are, because we're returning to self. You understand what I'm saying? We're here on earth with the veil, and we temporarily forget. And it's part of some of our process to forget. But once you return to self, you'll be able to really tap in. You'll be able to really embrace, what Spirit has for you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't drag your feet on that, because overall the read, I feel like, was very good. It just was telling you what's to come and what's on the other side of that door, but basically telling you what you needed to do to propel yourself to get to that, because you have your hand on the handle. You got your hand on the door handle. Right. But you need to just go ahead and just open it on up and understand.
It is. I literally, girl, I have anxiety walking out the front door, because it's really hard for me to deal with society, because I'm such an empath and I can feel everybody's energy. And I'll be dealing with that. Like, I can tell when a lie is being told to me. It's like, it's frustrating.
We share that in common.
It's disappointing.
Just know that, even that, have respect for all human beings. Everybody's on different levels, and I know, because it frustrates me. I'm a Sagittarius. I operate in truth and honesty. I cannot stand when somebody lies to me, and I can hear their thoughts clear as day. Yeah. But I have to understand everybody's on different levels, and whatever is making them do that, obviously that's what they feel like is for them in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really have to sometimes really see people, not idealistic as if I'm not seeing them for who they really are, but I have to just take them where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And really just, don't let it throw you off your square. You have the power to transmute the energy. So even, because I do the same thing, I will talk myself out of going anywhere and to stay at home in order to not deal with all the energy that's out there, because my home is guarded, I'm protected here, I know that I'm safe, you know what I'm saying? But it's like we got work to do. You're an intuitive. There's some things that you need to tap into, because once you go ahead and do what you need to do personally, Spirit's going to propel you to in a place to start really doing this work, because that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? So even in whoever you may pass slightly, just day to day, like you got to be on this mission. With this sun card and this action, like it's a whole mission that you are supposed to be carrying out. But you, like you said, you letting the little day to day. You letting the little day to day and little, certain things get. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Hey, love, I'm wrapping up this personal for this being right here. Give me 1 second. I do have my pendulum. I always keep it open just while I'm still in your energy. If you had any yes or no question that you would like to ask.
No, I think you solved everything. That's perfect. You hit every nail on the head.
Good. I'm glad. Go ahead. See, I am urging you to go ahead and do what needs to be done, because I sense that there's something very powerful that Spirit wants you to do. You have an assignment. You've already started. And when you being a caretaker, being a nurturer, being somebody that has to take on people's pain, take on people's, emotions and stuff like that, to transmute it and make sure that it's coming back out at a higher vibration. Like it's not an easy task, but because we are as powerful as we are, it's also possible. You know what I'm saying? So you've taken on things and probably not even knowing how deep and important it really is. But Spirit is telling you to go ahead and take the step back to remember who you are, because it's time. It's time to just go ahead and embrace the fullness of the situation. It's time to just go ahead and do what it is that you are called to do. And you can't keep doing that by just being stuck in the mundane, day-to-day carnal stuff. We need to be back past that survival shit, past, what's going on, and operate and live in abundance so that we can actually, have an effect on this planet. That's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that you know all these things is definitely your reminder to just go ahead and get focused, because you got a lot of goodness to receive on the other side of that door. But why stay on the side where you have experienced the hurt and the pain and the loss? You can step into something new. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, you are so welcome. I appreciate you for sharing your energy. I hope that you got everything that you needed, and I will be praying for you. And remember, Spirit said, I am the sun, moon, earth, infinity. All that is an infinity. I am the. That is the affirmation for this whole month, to really be able to tap into the divine being that you are. So I'll leave you with that. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. If you're interested and want to keep connecting at any point in time, people are always free to inbox me here, ask any questions, go to my website, visit me on the Moon podcast on YouTube. I do these every full moon and new moon. Just really trying to help the collective, because we're on this journey together. Did you want to read, my love? I can't hear you.
I just wanna know something. About my relationship. Because sometimes I feel like I don't know. Okay, I care too much. I love much, but
You got real low. It kind of cut off. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I just wanna know something about my relationship, because when you're in a relationship with someone, I think like I'm the one I love that person much, but I don't receive it back, and I care too much. I just wanna know something about my relationship. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So right before I start, to pick up your energy to be able to see what message we have. I was going to do a stream, guys, and I was trying something new. I'm going to actually end my broadcast here up here for those. I think everybody that joined on the other platforms. All the personals are seeming to coming from here. From Bigo. So we're going to keep going just about a little bit longer. I do want to wrap up hopefully before 3. So let me go ahead and end this broadcast up here. Once again, please make sure you tap into the Moon podcast on YouTube so that you can stay plugged into how to utilize the moon's energy and be present for these energy reads if you are interested. Thanks again for joining. Let me go ahead. Give me 1 second, Big. I'm going to end this live up here and keep going.